Welcome, everyone. This is All-Star Action, folks. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Tonight, the exciting three-point contest. What a fun time this is going to be. It's fast-paced and action-packed, folks.
This is all about concentration, guys. Steve can attest to that. You get on a roll, lock into that rhythm. That's what you try to do here.
No question, Clark. And the crowd is behind you. You know, the fans are watching on TV. It's really a different environment than a game. But if you can find the groove, find your rhythm, it really is a fun event and a chance for guys to show their shooting strokes.
And here we go with Speedy. Nice thing about this format is that everyone starts each round with a clean slate.
Yeah, and even if you're the last place qualifier from the previous round, you still have a chance to win it all.
Yeah, it really is just about getting hot at the right time. You just want to advance out of that first round and then get hot from there.
The hardest thing for a shooter might be just maintaining that same level of concentration through all 5 racks.
Yeah, I think it is the hardest thing, Clark, because you're just not used to taking 25 shots in 1 minute. I mean, nobody does that. Even in practice, you know, you don't really do it that way. So it's a very foreign feeling when you're out there, and you've got to maintain that focus. And it's panic time. 2 straight tough racks.
10 straight misses. What's happening to him?
Now he's starting to struggle.
His 12th miss in a row. Everything's going wrong.
Look, he just had a flat tire. He's gone off the rails. 3 bad racks in a row.
No good again. He's looking for a place to hide. Slow and steady. Not a good strategy in the shootout. He left so many points out there. Just a single point for him there. Oh, my. Pretty dismal shooting out there, boys.
Yeah, he looked completely out of whack. I mean, he could not get his mechanics right. He may as well have just passed on the round altogether.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here.
But Klay's dad was an NBA player, Michael Thompson, but more a post player and a center. Klay as a guard, a perimeter player who's got that beautiful shooting touch.
With this rapid-fire format, a trap guys cannot fall into is trying to make any sort of adjustment midstream. There's just not enough time for that. You got to trust your stroke from start to finish.
Yeah, but Clark, if you do miss 3 or 4 in a row, it may take a very subtle adjustment. Maybe just adding a little arc to the ball, or maybe holding your follow-through a split second longer. It really all depends on what kind of roll you're on and if you have any momentum or not.
11 on the board. That's 13.
And the young fella, Klay, making it look very easy out here.
Now to 15. He's got 16. He gets his tally up to 16 points. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it, not ecstatic, but, you know, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
And so we'll see. Nicholas Batum.
You definitely want to try to get off to a good start because, guys, I'll tell you, if you whiff that first rack, it can really throw you off and keep you off.
Oh, no question, Clark. That rack comes so quickly, the clock's ticking, and all of a sudden you're behind and you press, and it's tough to shoot when you're really trying to force the issue.
10 points on the board. 2 racks remaining. Not just 13. Make that 14. Can't get the money ball. Now to 15. Tied for first.
And that is the best score of the qualifying round.
18 points for him when all is said and done. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
That's a well-earned and well-deserved score. He found his rhythm, and he kept his rhythm.
Yeah, and given the look on his face throughout that round, guys, I'd say he's taking this contest very seriously.
So it's Marcus Thornton ready to go.
You know, this is really a very unique experience for the participants. You're on your own out there. Nobody can help you, and every eye in the arena is focused on you.
You're right, Clark. It's totally different from a regular game. You're the only person out there. You're firing shots left and right. It's different, and you have to adapt to that different experience and make it your own if you're going to win.
10 points on the board. That gives him 12. That's 13.
Atta, baby.
coolly knocks down his 5th straight.
And with that, he reaches the 2nd place score.
That equals the best score of this round, Kevin.
And that pushes him all the way to the #1 spot.
He comes away with a score of 21 on the round. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Yeah, it was a terrific start. He was feeling it from the get-go.
And here we go with Paul George.
Just over 2 seconds a shot is all you've got if you're going to use all 25 balls. So there's no time to take a deep breath and gather yourself after a miss.
Yeah, that's right, Clark, and that's why it's so easy to get out of whack and start firing away and shooting too quickly, not really focusing on the rim, and if you do that, then you're at risk of really losing all momentum and falling out of the competition.
He's dialing it in here, guys. Feeling a good groove.
He needs 6 more points. 11 points. He's got 12. 2 more points to stick around.
One more to stay alive.
As it stands now, he's in a tie for 3rd.
Tied for 2nd. Good for 2nd. Chalk it up. His 4th in a row. A fine score of 22 points for the round. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
Well, the key was he was consistent, Kevin. He didn't really get too hot, but he never got cold, and that's important. You've just got to continue to shoot through the ups and downs.
So it's J.R. Smith ready to go. It can be a big advantage going last. He knows the score he needs to beat in order to qualify.
And to get to the next round, he'll need at least 18 points. That is obviously not going to be easy. We better wish him luck right now.
He's up to 7. He's got to finish strong. He's got 10.
7 more points and he'll move on.
3 of 4 on money balls.
Finishing strong.
Ooh, he is getting it done right now.
3 more points to stay in contention. Kept up a great pace right there. He even left some time on the clock. He comes away with a total of 15 points. George has got the honors of being able to go into the finals as the top scorer from the qualifying round.
The performances all around have been off the charts today, Steve. This has been a true shootout.
No question. We got a great 3-point contest on our hands this year, guys.
And so we'll see. Nicholas Batum. He squeaked into this round with the lowest qualifying score so far. He's the first one to go in this one.
The 2-point balls can be the make or break factor in this event. Was hitting the money ball something that you thought about during the course of the round, Steve, or was it just another shot for you?
No, it was critical, Clark, and I always tried to take just a split second longer on those money balls just to make sure I held the follow-through, held my focus on the rim before moving on to the next rack.
No good with his 4th in a row.
That's 3 racks in a row now that have given him fits.
Comes up empty on his 6th straight. Now his 6. He's up to 7. Gets the money ball. 10 points on the board. Now with 11. Finishes with 11. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Well, we kept waiting for that point where he'd get hot and rattle off a few in a row, but it just never came.
So it's Marcus Thornton ready to go. 11 points, the bare minimum to tie it, or he can take a lead.
8 more points and he'll tie things up.
Well, he handled that rack well.
Now with 6.
5 more points to tie it up.
That's 7. Money ball, no good. 3 points more to tie it. Now 9 points. 10 points on the board. A 3-point rack for him right there.
1 more for the tie.
11 points. Got it, taking the lead in his final round. He will be the one to beat.
And that's a great position to be in, Clark.
Well, he's really feeling good right now. A ton of confidence.
So he ends up at 17. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, you know, it wasn't his best, but he gutted out a pretty decent round when he didn't have his best stuff, and that's the sign of an excellent shooter there.
And so we'll see Paul George. He was the hottest shooter entering the finals, so he earned the right to go last, and he knows exactly what the target is. 17 points to tie it up. 18 points would put him ahead.
That's 2 good racks for him back-to-back.
7 points more to win. 7 straight, he's stringing them together.
Yeah, he's starting to get it going.
2 more to tie it up. At 16. Make it 17. Down to the final rack. Now 20. 21. Up to 22. 24 points for him. He'll take that. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
Well, we all know how important the money balls are in this event, and he hit 4 out of 5 of them. That's very good work.
And that brings the three-point contest to a close. Coming out on top of the kind of field we had here tonight says so much about our champion this year.
Such terrific sharpshooting on display. You never know who's going to take the crown.
And the crowd here loving it too. And I'll tell you what, we've got some pretty good seats here, guys. I feel like I relived it all over again.
And the drama, the excitement, this year's three-point contest had it all. And it was our pleasure to bring it to you. For myself, Kevin Harlan, and my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, thank you, everyone, and good night.